really shooting for?
8.
8? No, wait, what am I doing here? 6 sucks. 8, 7, 8. So 8 hours of sleep a night is going to earn you 3 points. 7 hours of sleep a night is going to earn you 2 points. And then we call this the 8-hour day-night combo. So you get like a 6-hour night's sleep, but you get an hour nap during the day, and you kind of fix and match. Love the naps. Love naps. That's only going to get you 1. But you're going to get some nap. We're not giving you points there.
You're good.
And then, of course, less than 7 hours gets you 0. And if you pull an all-nighter, you get minus 20. All right, any questions on sleep? Sleep drives carbohydrate cravings. If you're underslept, you're addicted to carbohydrates, they probably go hand in hand. Okay? Get some more sleep, and you may see that change. Meg?
Is it about sleeping that number of hours or allocating that number of hours for sleep?
Right. This was a topic that came up last time. That was hey, I went to bed at 10 and I was supposed to wake up at 6, but I woke up at 2 and I was kind of stirring and I couldn't go back to bed, and so I got out of bed, read a book, but then went back to bed and got my. I want you guys to allocate enough time to potentially get 8 to 7 hours of relatively unbroken sleep where you're staying in bed. That's the idea. And I know that's, and no, I don't need anybody to stand up and tell their story right now, but I know a lot of you guys have. A lot of people in this room have sleep hygiene problems. They don't sleep well, okay? Sleep hygiene. There's food hygiene, sleep hygiene, and then other hygiene. But seriously, those of you who don't sleep well, there are a number of reasons why people don't sleep well. A lot of times it's diet related, and so hopefully by changing up your diet and shifting some of your macronutrients away from the stuff you were eating to different quality ingredients may in fact improve your sleep. So really we're hoping to see sleep improvement, but really it's about allocating the hours right now. Is that clear? Okay. Stress. Who's got some? Got stress, right? Everybody owns one of those shirts, whether they actually own one or not. Because we all have it in our lives. We don't live in an environment that we evolved to live in. We evolved to live in, low technology, no technology, very minimal stuff. Waking up and going to bed with the sun, changing of seasons, eating seasonal foods that are growing near us and that we're foraging for. And, this is not the life we have. We have cars, we have, deadlines, we have jobs, we have kids, we have CrossFit, we show up on a daily basis to fight the lion at the gym, right? We're doing stressful stuff. And, what lifestyle and nutrition and good movement practice is for is to help you alleviate some of those stressors or balance those stresses out. But you can actually take action every day. Guys, what's one thing you can do to relieve stress in a day? Give you one example.
Meditate.
Oh, wow. How many people meditate in the room? Yes. I don't. What else?
Take a walk.
Exercise. Take a walk. What else?
Sex.
Okay, guys, good. So, lots of different ways that people relieve stress. We've given you a page in here of ideas, right? If you've never actually taken the time in your day to go and do something for yourself to de-stress, and you don't even know where to begin, take one of these examples or check out your page in your booklet. But we're going to offer up points for actually taking time for yourself in a day. Okay? And that can be as simple as just laying on your back, belly breathe for 5 minutes, right? Stuff really can break up that cycle, that repetitive cycle of going and going and going. And for that, you get 1 point. Okay? How about water? You know that water is important. We should be drinking more of it. How much should we be drinking? The prescription is going to be half of your body weight in ounces. Right? So, 200 pounds, I got to drink 100 ounces of water a day. That's like 2 of those big crystal geysers waters, right? You get a point for that. The reason hydration is important is because your thirst and your hunger mechanisms in your brain are very closely linked. Somehow when you're like really thirsty, you think you're hungry. You go and start eating food, and then you eat food, and then you realize that you're still hungry because you're still thirsty. And you finally drink some water, and you're like, oh, I'm really full now. I got gas or whatever it is. So drinking water, you guys are going to get on the water horse. And again, if there's one thing that you focus on for the first week, right, besides getting protein at breakfast, drink your water. Okay, drink your water. That's all that.
Is coconut water considered a carbohydrate, or is it considered like a surrogate?
Coconut water, unfortunately, is sugar water, and it's not going to count for anything but a minus point. With the exception of one time a day where I'm going to encourage you to have something like coconut water, which is right after you work out. So that brings me to the next thing. Post-WOD meal.
Marcus?
Yep.
I have a question about water.
Okay.
So what if I like to drink herbal tea at night? Does that count as part of the water? Is that...
Yeah, how did we decide that? We decided that tea is, yeah, tea, herbal tea, non-caffeinated tea was part of the water consumption. Correct. Okay, your post-WOD meal. So getting in nutrition right after you exercise has a lot of benefits to it. I think the number one benefit is that it preps you and it helps the body start the recovery process for the next time you want to move your body. So recovering after you train so that you feel better, fresher sooner is ideal. And there are also some things about having something to eat or some nutrition right after you train that can also set you up for better balanced appetite control later in the day, and it can help to accelerate your performance progress. So there's a number of reasons why we want to do this. We're giving away 1 point per 4 workouts a week that you do it. And what constitutes a post-workout meal is something that actually, unlike these balanced meals, is this getting confusing? Unlike these balanced protein, fat, and carbohydrate meals, after training, really the most important thing to get into your body is protein. Okay? So number one, we're going to say that protein has to be in that post-workout meal. If you get protein into your body within 30 minutes of your workouts, then we're going to give you a point for that. Okay? That could be finishing this 5:45 class, racing home and having breakfast within 30 minutes, and you get points for the breakfast, and we can also call it your post-workout meal.
It doesn't have to be an extra meal. It can be
It doesn't have to be an extra meal. It has to be within 30 minutes, though. So unless it's all prepped and ready to go, sometimes you'd be surprised at how quickly that time goes by. I'm talking about from the time that you say, time! Start your stopwatch. You got 30 seconds. All right. The other nutrient that's useful to have post-exercise is carbohydrate, or carbs. Okay, and this actually, the carbohydrates that we're going to allow for the meals and the snacks are, well, you'll see what they are when you start to investigate these lists, which I'll publish on the blog, and they'll be around, and you can start asking questions soon. But they're typically in the vegetable and fruit category. They're things that are, take a little longer to digest.